boys and girls. Well, let's start off today again with our talk about telling others about Jesus' love. And I wanted to teach you another verse of that song of mine that was about this little gospel light of mine. This second verse says, all around the neighborhood, I'm gonna let it shine. And I wanted to sing that one today because we're gonna try to do something nice for someone in our neighborhood. So that part of the song will remind us to share our light to everybody we know. Can you sing with me? This little gospel light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little gospel light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little gospel light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine all the time, let it shine. Now all around the neighborhood. All around the neighborhood, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the neighborhood, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the neighborhood, I'm gonna let it shine all the time, let it shine. And stay tuned, I'll tell you how we can let that light shine. Well, today, boys and girls, starts a brand new month. It's spelled M-A-Y. Any idea what its name is? This is the month of May. And let's look at the year. Have we changed the year or is it the same? It's the same, 2020. Well, our month starts clear over here, almost at the end of the week, on the day of the week that makes Francie Fish's F sound. Today is Friday. May, then what number would we start with? 1, 2020. And looky here, it's a birthday today. William in the Monday, Wednesday, Friday class, happy 5th birthday. So here's my pattern this month. We're gonna do something fun, ocean themed, since it's getting close to summer. We're gonna do a fish, and then a crab, and then a starfish. So the very first thing that's going to go in box number 1 is what? You point to it. I hope you pointed to the first thing in my pattern, my fish. He's going to go right there on William's birthday. Now, today is kind of a holiday. It's not a big holiday, but it's a little one. And it's called May Day. So stay tuned. That's what we're going to talk about next. Okay, I have my hundreds graph out, so you know what that means. We're counting. And do you remember what number we're counting to this week? 90. Let me show you where 90 is. It's clear down here, the row next to the bottom. Okay, count along with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. We did it. I bet you're getting to be a good counter. Okay, so remember what holiday I said it was today? It's called May Day. Well, listen to those two words. May Day. You know what they do? If you said rhyme, you're right. And I wanted to show you what makes them rhyming words today. Look at this. Let's spell this word. It's called May. M-A-Y. Missy Mouse, Allie Alligator, and Yancey Yak. Well, let's look at the word day. Spell it with me. D-A-Y, or Dee Dee Deer, Allie Alligator, and Yancey Yak. These two words are the same in two ways. Point to the two things that are the same about them. There's two letters that match. Allie Yancey. Allie Yancey. A-Y-A-Y. Because this part matches, that's what makes them rhyme. We just changed the first sound. May Day. So this May Day fit in perfect with our rhyming lesson. So what do people do on May Day? Well, May Day is kind of a celebration of spring. So look at these children in this picture. One thing that children a long time ago used to do is they used to gather around a really big pole, and there was ribbons tied on the pole, and they would each get to hold a ribbon, and they would walk around the pole in a circle, circle, circle until this ribbon got all tied up around the pole. And it's just a fun activity to celebrate May Day, or the beginning of spring. And then a fun activity that they would do is they would get a bunch of flowers and they'd put them in a little basket or in a little pot and have a handle on them. And then this is the fun part. They would go hang it on their neighbor's door real quietly. And then they'd ring the doorbell and run away really fast before the person got to the door. And the person would open their door, and those flowers would put just a bright, beautiful smile on their face. And then there was a secret. They didn't know who they were from. And then you could just sit around the corner of the house and giggle as you watched them be surprised at those beautiful flowers on their front door. So it was a fun part of May Day. We call these May Day baskets. And then some towns, you know Mrs. Nelson, who used to come to preschool some days? Well, her town used to have a May Day parade, and this is actually a picture of one of their May Day parades, and they would have floats and throw candies. Here's a fun thing. Mrs. Nelson even got to ride on one of the May Day floats one year when she was in high school, so that's pretty cool. So people like to get out and do fun things for May Day. So today, I would like you to do a special project in honor of May Day, but also because we've been talking about sharing Jesus's love and being a light. I think you should do something kind for a neighbor. Pick a neighbor that you would like to put something on their porch for May Day. And it could be a card. I made this little sign that has some flowers on it. It says, Happy May Day. Jesus loves you. And you know how I made these flowers? I dipped my thumb in some paint and I made thumbprint flowers. You could do that. And then I painted this one with my fingers. Or like kids used to do a long time ago, you could make a little basket. I just rolled up a piece of paper here and then put some tape on it down here. Mom or dad could help you with that. And then cut a little handle to put on there. I filled it with some of my Easter grass. And then I made some little flowers to stick in there. And you could go put that on someone's door. That would brighten their day. Or here's another idea. You could have a little jar if you have one laying around. And I put some little candies in my jar, some Starbursts. And then I had this flower at my house, and I put that flower in there. Maybe you have some real flowers growing in your yard that you could snip off one and put in there just to make a neighbor smile. Maybe you could bake some cookies and take them next door to someone. Do something kind for someone today on this May Day, and that will show the love of Jesus in your heart. from story time. I'm still going to read you some stories, but these are different kind of stories. And I'm going to read you 3 of them, and they are called poems. They're just very short little stories. And I chose ones today that were about friendship because May Day, it also kind of celebrates friendship, especially if you go surprise someone with something fun on their porch. And these poems also have some rhymes in them. So after I read each poem, we'll see if we heard some rhymes. This one is from a guy who loves to write poems, and his name is Shel Silverstein, and it's called Hug-a-War. I will not play at tug-of-war. I'd rather play at hug-of-war, where everyone hugs instead of tugs, where everyone giggles and rolls on the rug, where everyone kisses and everyone grins and everyone cuddles and everyone wins. I heard a couple of rhymes in there. I heard hugs. It said where everyone hugs instead of tugs. Hugs. Can you say the rhyme? Tugs. You got it. And then it says, and rolls on the rug. Hug. Tug. You got it. Rug. Let's see my next poem. This one's called I Can Be a Pal. I can be a pal by smiling at you. I can be a pal when you feel blue. You, blue. Did you hear the rhyme? I can be a pal who is honest and kind. I can be a pal when you're in a bind. Did you hear something that rhymes with kind? I hope you heard bind. Kind bind. I can be a pal by saying please and thank you. I can be a pal when no one wants to. You, too. Okay, listen for the rhymes in this one. I can be a pal every single day. I can be your pal. What do you say? Day. Did you hear say? Okay, I've got one more poem to share with you, and it's called Best Friends Forever. Wherever we go and whatever life sends, I know that we'll be the very best of friends. Wherever we are and whatever we do, I know that there will never be a friend quite like you. And I hope you have friends like that and that you're that kind of friend. Did you hear something that rhymes with sends? Friends. Very good. You always be a good friend. Well, my friends, I hope you have a great weekend. Goodbye, goodbye to you and you and you. Goodbye, goodbye. May God watch over you. See you later.